Hey everybody, Zach from RW Makes Magic here. Just want to take a second to tell you that the channel is sponsored by ManaTraders. It lets me rent the decks and play all the different formats for the people on the channel, which is tough to do without the help from this. So we really appreciate it from them. But I wanted to let you guys know that we have, ManaTraders has a $15,000 legacy tournament this month, and that's insane. You don't find those prizes anywhere right now. Those are just the biggest prizes you can play for in Magic if you're not, getting God invites to Mythic Invitationals or whatever by Wizards. So, for a normal player like me, this is the biggest thing you can play in, and it's a big deal. You do want to be subscribed to ManaTraders. You can't win the actual 15,000 without that. And if you want to sign up, you can use code A22EN at checkout and get a subscription to ManaTraders, be able to rent all the cards you want for Magic Online, and start winning that 15K now. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RW Hobbies and Games in Livonia, Michigan. I took a little break. Wanted to just take some time off of Magic, but we're back now, and we're going to be doing some Vintage Cube, because I only have 3 more days of it, and it's time to get some games in before it goes away. Alright, got a pack one, pick one here. Still no power. We have not managed to get power really at any point in any of the drafts I've done so far on the channel, which is kind of unlucky. You usually get 1 or 2 at least in a draft, but here we are. I think abstractly the best card in this pack is Recurring Nightmare. Very powerful card. I did just draft a Recurring Nightmare deck though. It's the last deck I played, so I don't really want to take it. I think given that, this pack is really bad, man. I'm just going to take Fact or Fiction. It just keeps me open. I don't even have, a green mana elf. This pack is really bad for a first pick. Zealous Conscript is okay. I could take Mana Flare and Force Storm, but this isn't even, a Tier 1 Storm card. Shark Typhoon's a fine card, but I think Fact or Fiction is generally better. Yeah, I'm going to take Foff. I don't know. That's not a very good pack at all, sadly. Alright, well, given we just took a blue card, I actually like Thieving Skydiver quite a bit, although Shelldock Isle's probably better. All that said, Orgulum Will Die is really messed up. This is a very strong card. This card alternates between being ridiculously good and, okay. It is really good, though. I mean, I don't have an issue with it. I think the pick is definitely between Thieving Skydiver, Oracle, or Shelldock. Shelldock being a land is probably just the best way to go, especially given that I took a Fact or Fiction. I kind of really want to play green, though. Let's see what happens if I take Oracle. I might be regretting this, but we'll see what happens. Alright. Nothing here suggesting to play green. I mean, carry it's fine. It's not premium by any means. This is actually a really absurd pack for artifacts. There's a Workshop and a Metalworker. There's a real chance I could wheel one of them, maybe the Workshop. Workshop doesn't generally wheel. Sometimes it does, though. I kind of committed to green. Let's see what happens with this Carotid. Can we get some other green? Alright. Not really seeing other green, and it feels like we made a big mistake. Yes, there is Questing Beast, but I don't consider that a signal by any means. It's one of, the worst green cards, I guess I'd say. Walking Bliss is a good card, though. Man, Living Death is also good. There's no chance that Recurring Nightmare wheels, but Living Death is a really messed up card. It does work kind of well with Fact or Fiction. This draft is just an actual disaster. It's not very good at all. Alright, let's see what happens with the Living Death. Alright, and now here's a Primeval Titan, which is kind of wild, because it's kind of suggesting green is open. Also, there's a Wheel of Fortune and a Desperate Ritual, and Storm kind of feels open. I don't really know what's going on here. If there are multiple green drafters to one side of me, there can't be. There can't be. This pack either had to be absurd for green. I just don't think there is. That was a really good pack, for the record. Do I want Deranged Hermit or Survival of the Fittest? Survival goes really good with Living Death, and not as good with Factories. I'm going to take Survival. See, there is a Recurring Nightmare that we could wheel. We won't wheel it, but, you know, we could. If we did wheel it, it'd be really insane. Alright, easy elf here. It's a shame. It feels like Storm is open, too. We could have forced it. It could have happened. I don't think Wall of Blossoms is particularly good. In fact, I think it's pretty bad. But I do think I'm supposed to take it and continue cutting green. I think that's the message I want to send here. I don't think Feast or Famine is great in this deck. It's fine, but not, like, insane. And the Recurring Nightmare did not wheel, which isn't really surprising, but Ulamog coming back is a nice surprise. It's a card green decks can actually just cast. Also protects them from getting milled out, which, you know, matters some percentage of the time. Okay. Hydroid Crisis is kind of decent. I could play a Body in Mind. That could actually happen. I think this is a Blood Buried Elf, maybe. Probably not playing this Living Death. Kind of sad I took it over a green card, but this is not a bad start to a green deck. It's like an okay one. And since we haven't opened power yet in the 3 drafts I've done, we're going to get power in pack 2. I can feel it. That's not true. I did open a Time Walk. No Moxen, though. We're due for a Moxen. Ooh, the Biogenic Ooze. So it does feel like green's kind of open in this draft, not going to lie. Alright, so just looking for more elves, a Cradle, a Channel. Channel's a really good card to open when you're green. It's not power, but it's, you know, close, especially when I already have an Ulamog. I will say that I want Breeding Pool desperately, and I'm not going to get it back, which definitely stinks. But Channel is just, like, truly an absurd Magic card. Just a ridiculous Magic card. And it's not even clear I'm going to be blue. Like, the Hydroid Crisis is nice. I would play it if the blue was easy to do, but if it's not very easy to accomplish the blue splash, then I'm fine going mono green with some just big colorless stuff. That works fine. Factor Fiction, you know, a good card, but not something that's going to kill me if I have to cut it. Well, oh man, this pack is nice. I like Time Warp a lot. I like Nissa a lot. I like Whisperwood Elemental a lot. And Time Spiral is actually really good in these kind of decks. Because you're just really good at dumping your hand, and then just it's a draw 7, you reload, untap all your lands, and just get to cast a bunch of stuff again. I think Nissa's too good to pass, but this is a really absurd pack. Alright, what do we got here? Kiki Jiki is quite good. We don't really have any of the pieces that go with it, and we don't have anything to really splash red. And the Taiga, like, doesn't really help. We could take Show and Tell, but I think this is a very easy Emrakul to Promised End. Emrakul is an absurd thing to channel out. And it's also just a good thing to cast. These decks can easily cast it, and it's just good when you do. So, I think easy Emrakul here. Alright, so this deck is basically just looking for low parts of the curve now. I would take another Eldrazi, but I'm really just looking for elves at this point. Harmonize is good. Certainly a card I'm interested in. I think Botanical Sanctum's better for me, though. I'm going to take Sanctum. What we got here? Eureka is a messed up Magic card. I think I'm supposed to take Verdant, though, in case I get the Breeding Pool back. I probably won't, but I think it's where what I'm supposed to take here. Wow, that's a really late Crater Hoof. Okay. I mean, Crater Hoof is just the best green finisher, so I'm going to take it. It seems like a pretty easy Eternal Witness. I do think Stonecoil Serpent's kind of interesting when I have it channeled, though. You just, like, turn 2, put out, like, a 1919 trample. Just hope it works, but probably worse than Eternal Witness on the whole. Why do they put Lapse of Certainty in the cube? I never understood this. Alright, I don't think Oath of Druids is very good. It's really annoying that we've seen one elf and that's it. And nothing else since then. Alright, Garruk. There. The Breeding Pool didn't come back. Not surprised, but, you know, I was hoping to get a little lucky there. No power, no elves. We did get our Whisperwood Elemental back, which is kind of decent, I guess. I do like that card, especially with Crater Hoof. Alright, so some elves, please. It feels like green is open. I'm seeing all of the top end, and I've just seen no elves. Obviously, there's another green drafter at the table somewhere, but they can't be loving their deck. I mean, I have all of the good top end. Yeah, Prime Speaker Vanifair, I think, is, you know, mostly unplayable. I'd rather have a Turn Timber Symbiosis. It's just a fine land in the deck. It can actually be a 7-mana Ulamog sometimes, so kind of a sweet card. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Harmonize was like the only other good green card in this pack, too. It feels like we're the only green drafter, and maybe just no elves have been opened. That's really odd, though. I don't think it's... There's just no way that's the case. I think someone's, like, splashing green and has a few elves, but I do expect we'll get 3 to 4 elves in the next pack, and then this deck will be absurd. We're looking for, like, a Trop now that we know the Breeding Pool's gone, and some elves, and then the deck's going to be very, very strong. And it feels like we're getting all the green cards on the wheel, too. Like, the Primal Command and the other green card we took were the only cards. Oh, we got a Mox Emerald? Well, that's basically an elf. We'll take it. This is a really strong pack. We complained about not getting power. Here's a Demonic Tutor. I mean, I'm slamming the Mox. It's not even close. But I would like to wield this Wall of Roots. We wield an Ulamog, so it's not crazy that we could wheel a Kozilek. See what happens, though. But yeah, I think this is just the easiest Mox Emerald of my life. I'm going to slam it. And still no elves at all. In fact, a very bad green pack. Spellseeker gets Channel, which is somewhat interesting. I could splash white with a Temple Garden. I think this is a pretty clear natural order, though. Alright, well, there's the Splinter Twin to go with the Pestilite we passed. I do like Woodfall Primus, but I can't pass an elf. I think this is just easy slam the elf situation. I would also not mind Solemn. I'd probably play it, but yeah, I mean, we're taking an elf. Oh, man. I know other people are lower on Avenger. I think Avenger plus Craterhoof is a really insane win con. But I think we need ramp slightly more. I'm gonna take Steve and hope the Avenger comes back. I don't think it's crazy that it would wheel. I don't know if we're splashing right now. It's not like that hard to splash blue. Given that we have a Botanical Sanctum, a Steve, we could play like one island and the Caryatid. and splash pretty freely. Also, there might just not be any need to do that. Let's see what happens the rest of the draft before we make a decision on this. Alright, I don't hate a Plow Under. Again, we just can't find an elf to save our life. This is so strange because normally I would just think green is cut because we aren't seeing elves, but every other like green card is just always in the pack. It's almost like someone's drafting a non-green deck and just drafting all the elves and leaving everything else for us. Which is very, very odd. I don't really know what to make of it. I do think this is an easy Plow Under though. And then just like that, there's like a really late Draga Tree Speaker. I don't know what's happening. We get 2 more packs to get some elves. But if we get one more elf, I'll be very happy with this deck. No elf, huh? There's a Grizzlebrand? What is that? It's such a late Grizzlebrand. It's almost like offensive how late that is. And I don't know if Basalt Monolith or Yavimaya Elder is better. I assume it's Basalt Monolith. It seems that's probably better, right? It's gotta be Basalt Monolith. Take that. Alright, last pack for an elf. Come on, one-time cube. Elf. Hook us up with an elf. The weird thing is you would never take any elves over Tree Speaker either, so like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening in that pack. It's not even like there was 2 elves and like we got the worst elf. It's like, Trigger Tree Speaker is the best one. Very strange. Can we have one more elf, please? We cannot. Also, no trap. Ugh. Kind of a bad pack, if I'm honest. I mean, probably an excavator. We don't really use it with anything. Man, that's a Pestermite coming back? It's wild. I do think this is an easy Kozilek, though. And honestly, an easy Kozilek and to cut the Hydroid Crisis, I think. So if we count both of these as lands, well, I'm not playing any of this. I guess there's a world where I might want a Natural Order into an Atarka. I don't know. Probably not, but good to have, I guess. Alright, I'll take a Woodfall Primus. That ain't bad. Did the Avenger come back? That's the real question here. Alright, no Avenger on the wheel, sadly. Take a Trigon Predator that shouldn't be in... Oh, wait. I guess Avenger was in the next pack, right? After the Plukernos? Okay, still didn't get it on the wheel. Not surprising. And we got a Tanglewire that no one's going to play ever. Perfect. I think there's a chance I'm supposed to play the Verdant just because I have an Eternal Witness. The 1 life on 1-year lands isn't very big. I think I am going to play the Verdant just to get a forest. I don't think that's crazy. Sort of Body and Mind is like okay. I think I'd rather have Primal Command. So I'm at 24. Counting these as lands, I'm at 16 lands. I think I want more lands, or at least another cheap play. I have so much tutoring, though. I don't really need a way... Oh, wait, this is a land, too. So this is actually 18 lands right now. So I can just add a spell and be good. Question is, do I want a Woodfall Primus? Primus is pretty good when you have a natural order to go get it. I think I want a Survival of the Fittest. I think that's where I'm at. This actually just like works pretty well with channel. I can like spend a turn setting up, get one of my Eldrazi's, and then channel it out. I do wonder if I want a Woodfall Primus over like the Biogenic Ooze. Biogenic Ooze is like pretty bad. Yeah. I'm gonna play the Primus over it. And let's add 14 forests. Alright. This deck certainly got cut on elves, which is unfortunate, but on-color Mox, channel, pretty good curve otherwise. I think it's going to be decent. I think maybe there's a chance I'm supposed to play this Wall of Blossoms over, like, one of the big things. I don't know. I think it's close. Well, don't think this hand is very good. I think I'm supposed to mulligan. I also don't think this hand is great, but I do think it's a keep. I think I'm supposed to bottom the Plow Under. Really looking to draw a land next turn. Yeah, don't kill my elf. Oh, give her. That's fine. Alright, that's a land. That plays. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to Oracle or Harmonize next turn. I guess we'll see if my creatures live. I'm probably going to Harmonize just to make sure I hit my land drop. We'll see what happens. So if I draw a land, I think I am going to play Oracle. Okay, well, there we go. Land on top, please? No. Lame. Entomb. Oh no. Something's about to get reanimated and protected. Don't be like an Elishnorn, please. Elishnorn would be so brutal. I'm probably not being a Grizzlebrand. I could like maybe beat a Grizzlebrand. I'm certainly not being an Elishnorn. That just kills me on the spot. Maybe they'll get something bad like Iona. Probably not beating that one. I have colorless stuff. Yeah, Iona against a monocolored deck. That's tough. It's gonna be pretty tough. All right. Well, that was fun. Yeah, if I had like Ulamog or Emrakul, maybe, but we weren't quite there, so no dice. Eureka seems atrocious against this opponent. I'm just going to submit again and channel something out real quick. That's the plan here. Just going to get channeling. Alright, I think this is a keep. So how to sequence. I think I'm supposed to start with Elf. Opponent is just discarding a hand size. I am so screwed. Iona, just... Alright, well... Yeah. Guess it do be like that. Hopefully they don't have exactly reanimate and I get one more turn of being able to cast stuff, because otherwise we in trouble. If I do get the Whisperwood in play, I maybe have a shot. Okay. Okay, that doesn't bring Iona back right away. That's good for me. Lands on top? No. Alright. You'll love to see it. And this is where it comes back? Yeah. Alright, well. We need lands now. Emrakul can still win this game. Certainly. I'm not going to say it's super likely, but it could. I need lands, though. It's... ridiculous, man. I haven't played extra lands in this deck. No dice, I guess. What does it say? Why doesn't it tell me the levels? I hate this thing. I think it's 5+ elves. I don't remember. I think my Landware Elf taps for 2 if I get it to 5. I think. Oh, we're entombing something back and then unburial rightsing it, huh? Massacre Worm. Alright, well, that's enough of that. Alright, well, we were just never going to draw a land at any point in the game anyway, so it didn't really matter. Alright. Here's a nice little turn 3 Plow Under on the play. That is miserable. For the record, turn 3 Plow Under. It's truly horrible. Oh, we even get to follow it up with the nice little primal command when you play your land the turn after. Well, I tutor for something large. Opponent's going to have a lot of mana, though. That is certainly happening. This is actually really terrifying. I'm the green deck. Why do you have so much more mana than me? What is this? Oh. Almost skipped through my turn there. That would have been horrible. Drawing a land here would be amazing. That's not a land, but that's not bad either. Alright, I think I'm supposed to just time walk, though. Put target non-creature permanent on top of someone's library. Search your library for a creature card. Put it in your hand. Alright. That one. And I want... I don't know, Kozilek or Emrakul? Also, Ulamog could just destroy the Thran next turn. One's Annihilator 4. They're both Annihilator 4. I'm going to take Ulamog. Seems decent. They did go with the Thran, which I respect, but... Oh, Mox Emerald, huh? That's a good draw. Okay. So first things first, I want to make 11. Utamog. So I have like 8 mana to work with right now. No, more than that. 12. If this costs 3 to discard this... Yeah, that's fine. But I'm short on green, right? No, I guess I would have 2 green. Okay. Yeah, I can still Primeval Titan. That sounds decent. I'm going to Primeval Titan. Stay out of lightning bolt range, but put a nice little board in play, and we're good to go. I could die of something random like a Fiery Confluence, but, I mean, you run that risk with Channel and hope the thing's good enough. It usually is. Yeah, there we go. Well, Channel's a really dumb Magic card. I've said before on stream that I think Channel is actually the card that leads to the most trophy decks for me. It should be like Lotus or Ancestral, but I tend to force Storm every single time I get one of those, so those numbers might be skewed for those 2 cards, as it turns out. But I think outside of those 2 cards, Channel is just so absurd in Cube. It's so stupid. You just, like, turn to an Ulamog and the game's done because they get annihilated. And the other thing about Channel that's really, really dumb is how much better it got with London Mulligan. Because before London Mulligan, it wasn't really, like, a huge player in Cube, but when you add London Mulligan, it's really stupid. Really, really ridiculously dumb. Well, this hand has a lot of ramp. Doesn't do anything. We got payoffs for days, though. We'll be good. Also on the draw, we'll draw a payoff. It's not like round 1 where we just miss our land for 15 turns or whatever. Oh, perfect. Just thinking. Needed that 6th land. Oh, Firebolt the Elf. Shame. Oh. This just makes those Oracle whiffs that much more frustrating, to be honest. Perfect. Are they countering my Basalt Monolith? What? Get out of here. What is this? Mana Drain. Oh, that's brutal. I guess it's better than Mana Draining something I channeled out, but oh, that is real brutal. They're going to cast something big here, and I am going to lose. Yeah, drink it in. Drink in the I have drawn all forests hand. Right, probably dead to that. But maybe. Ooh, that's another forest. Oh my goodness. This sacrifices too, right? Yeah, okay, we're good here. All right, well, kept a calculated risk 5 lander and died with 5 lands in hand. Such is life. I don't think I want to change anything. I think it's still, still the right number of lands so that I can use my Oracle. Things just haven't lined up very well so far, except that one game where we channeled. Alright. I don't think this hand is great, but I do think it's a keep. We got an elf. We got a survival, which isn't like a great turn 2 play, but it's fine. If we draw something bad, we can pitch it. On turn 2 even. The Shelldock, huh? Alright. Another elf here would be amazing. Alright, that's fine. Don't really want to pitch my Primeval Titan at the moment. Ice my elf? Oh, that's fine. I couldn't use it anyway. Alright. It is time to discard the Primeval Titan because I just cannot draw a land to save my life. And let's put a Tree Speaker in play. Shame I can't level it up, but I still get the Primal Command next turn, so that's good. Oh my gosh. That is not good. Alright, that was a really good draw for how bad that last turn was for me. I feel like they have a mana drain here. That's my read. Just pass them with 4 mana up. Nothing to see here scenario. Interesting. I don't know that I cannot cast my spell, though. It's probably, like, too bad for me not to do that. Alright. Mana drain me, please. Oh, they didn't have it. Alright. Take that, I guess. Not sure what I'm supposed to get here. I think there's a chance it's supposed to just be Eternal Witness. Yeah, let's get Eternal Witness. Kozilek, huh? Kozilek's interesting. I think that means I'm supposed to get Tree Speaker here. Maybe? I don't know. Very interesting. Ugh. Opponent is really taking their time on this Garrick activation. Interesting. I don't think it means anything. I think it means they stepped away from their computer. That's what I think. All right. Get to actually make some plays here. I think I'm supposed to just get Avacyn's Pilgrim. I don't hate getting Primal Command, though. It's just supposed to be Avacyn's Pilgrim. And we're going to get Primeval Titan next. Alright, so the beatdowns are commencing. That's a Thran Dynamo. Stuff is about to get huge next turn. I'm a little scared. Alright. Alright, am I getting Splinter Twinned? Feels like opponents... Maybe they have like a... No, they already used Fire Ice. I don't know. Saw Kiki Jiki, so we know that they have the combo in their deck. Maybe they're like debating whether they play it. No, if they play it, I'm just going to Garrick kill their thing. They can't do it before combat. It seems really loose. I can't really stop it, though. Like, if they have the combo, I'm just dead. But, you know. It is what it is. I think maybe they have a Deceiver Exarch. Let's find out. Oh, this could be a mana drain. That would be real brutal. It's not, thankfully. And now... What's the other side? You can sacrifice a creature. If you do search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. I think I'm supposed to kill my Eternal Witness. Flip Garrick, and next turn I can sacrifice a creature to tutor for like an Emrakul if I need to. I have 10 mana. I could get a Kozilek if I draw land. I still have Lethal in play, so that hasn't changed. I would have 2 types in the graveyard too because of the Verdant for Emrakul. So Emrakul costs 11 right now. I guess Garruk would go, so Emrakul actually costs 10. So I can cast Emrakul next turn. Okay, so we're in a decent spot. If we don't die this turn, we can cast Emrakul next turn. Vernon was really good. I'm happy I played this. It just does enough things. Like, Fetch Lands are so broken. It doesn't even fix colors. It's literally just a land that goes to my graveyard. But, like, it has enough interactions that it was, like, seriously worth the pick. Like, it makes my Emrakul cost 1 less. I can pick it up with Eternal Witness. Yeah. Oh, they just conceded. I guess they just don't have anything. I don't know. Interesting. I mean, they are dead on board, so they do need to stop the board. Alright, is this hand good? Not really. But I'm going to have a hard time mulliganing. Where's my message thing? GLHF. Alright, thank you. You too. This deck is so bad on elves. Like, I just got so few of them that I don't really want to mulligan hands that have elves. This is the 3rd round in a row where my opponents led turn 1 Shelldock Isle game 1. What is that? Just every opponent I play against has Shelldock Isle. Alright. This hand's really good, though. We need to draw a land, but if we draw a land, this hand is insane. Or just a ramp creature next turn would be great. Take either of those things. Alright, that plays. Little turn 3 Nissa who shakes the world action. I can get behind that. Unless I get, like, Deluge. That would be awful. Very, very bad for me. Ancestral. Alright. It do be like that sometimes, I guess. Well, you got a bunch of cards in hand, opponent. What are you doing? Imperial Seal. Alright, I don't know what's happening, but I don't like my odds. When an opponent resolves an Ancestral, you don't feel good about those games, generally. And now they get to... So they just drew 3 cards for 1 mana. And now they get to look through their deck for any card. They just get that now. Okay. Well. I'm not going to say I love my spot, but we're going to do what we can. I think this is a turn 4 kill. Maybe. Wait, is it? They're at 14. Yeah, this is a turn 4 kill if nothing changes. There's a Grizzlebrand in play, though, so probably not a turn 4 kill. I maybe was supposed to kill Jace. I don't think that was unreasonable. Maybe I was supposed to play Garruk and kill Jace. I might still win, though. If they don't have... Like, if my Crit Hoof gets countered, I would die. But if I assume they're at 13, all of them get +5/+5... And I get to attack with 3, so for 15. But this is like 14, so yeah, they're not quite dead. Unfortunately. Bitter Blossom, huh? Oh. Does that change things? I think that changes things. That was a truly absurd draw. Well, things have changed very much now. So now I can just channel out Craterhoof and win, right? I guess I can channel out Garruk and then make a 2/2 and then Craterhoof and win. So then they all get +6/+6, and I get to attack with 5 things. So it's like 30. Yeah, they're like way dead now. All right. That's a nice little turn 4 win. We'll take that. I could also cast the Primeval Titan. It's kind of just overkill, though. And this thing is 8. Hello, Mr. Hoof. Well, that was impressive. My opponent played a turn 3 turn 4 Grizzlebrand, excuse me, and then died on, on turn 4. The next turn with it still in play. We take those. We do in fact take those. And there you go. There's an example of Channel being better than Ancestral. They had an Ancestral. We had a Channel. One of them won. All right. This could probably be a turn 3 Nissa again. Those are generally pretty good, I've heard. This is another ridiculous Magic card. This is really strong. Okay, that was... In terms of not being a land, that was a very good draw. Una's Prowler, huh? I don't think I'm survivaling here. I think I'm just going to keep the ramp going. Gonna get him for 3. All right. Respect it. All right, drawing a land here would be insane. Please draw a land. Yes. Beautiful. Also, please don't have a counterspell. That'd be very bad for me. All right, no counterspell. We take those. Having a forest on top of my library would be ridiculous, too. That would be very good. Oh, my God. Just all worked out perfect. Can I Craterhoof and kill next turn? I think I can. I think this is lethal next turn. Maybe. Well, let's see what happens. I think opponent's dead. Again, another turn 4 kill. Oh. Well, that right there is an example of counting your eggs before they hatch. Fair enough. Funny thing is that Nissa still might just win this game by herself. Could definitely see that happening. I just got languished and lost 5 permanents on turn 4 and still followed up with a Woodfall Primus. Jesus, Nissa is not okay. What a ridiculous card, man. Ophiomancer, huh? Alright. This is 11, right? Oh, so close. So probably Primeval Titan then. Whisperwood's also not terrible. Kratos will kill next turn. I think it's just prime time though. And they can kill the Woodfall Primacy if they want to. I don't think they will. Yeah, they don't. I got the Verdant just so I could thin. So I set an upkeep stop so that I could get another forest out of my deck. At this point, drawing a forest is just a disaster. Any creature is like an Ulamog or an Emrakul, which is going to win me the game. So I just want to thin as much as possible. Alright, opponent is done, and we have won the match. Well, kind of a shame we got like turn 2 or 3 Iona both games round 1, because this deck was really strong. It was like an elf or 2 short of being like the best possible green deck, but certainly can't complain about it. That was an excellent deck. Excellent deck. Felt very good. Had some nice wins. Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. Remember, if you like the content we're making here, please like and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. It really helps us grow. Really helps us keep making this content. And with that, talk to you next time.
I'm joined by Kyle Balgamase. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations to Brian DeMars.
Zach Allen. I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Proto Counter-Attack here, Ari Lax.